Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. This is going to be Isaiah 4:1. And I want to talk about something that I'm in a debate with somebody about right now. So Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace, right? Now, you got to understand something about Christianity and the religions before Christianity and the rest of the world. Listen, man, like I tried to explain to this person, you can have your own beliefs, but when you present your beliefs as if being the truth, then you have to understand the full truth about that subject, right? So this particular person, I told him like this. I said, you can't say it's a sin to have more than one wife. I said, so let me ask you something. If a man has 3 wives and he only deals with his 3 wives, no outside women, is that a sin? He tried to say it was. The Bible does not teach that, man. See, this is the dangerous part about preaching. People, and then he tried to say that his pastor was more educated than me, all this other stuff. I said, I bet I got $1,000 right now to say I'll dismantle your pastor on this subject in a legal debate real quick. See, this is what people do, man. People try to inject their culture, their feelings, their emotions in the truth. The truth doesn't work like that. That's why people are in the matrix, man. That's why this channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Because I explained to him what adultery was from a biblical perspective. And you can say what you want about the Bible. What do the Bibles that people took as the truth? How do they compare to what the Bible teaches about what's adultery and what's not? I'll tell you how they compare. The only cultures that don't practice polygyny are the United States and Britain. Rarely any country. You might have a couple countries, but because a country chooses, see, that's the key word. You got to when you're dealing with truth, your choice is your choice. It's only the truth if it's what God condones. So when you try to say that something is the truth and somebody else is a sinner or a liar, then you better make sure that it's not something God condones, because you're calling God himself a sinner. So I told the person, 2 Samuel chapter 12, go read it. If you need more, I got more. So I also told the same person, if you choose monogamy, that's your choice. But when you say that any guy in the world is a sinner and committing adultery because he has 3 wives, you better be real careful, my friend. Now, in some situations, it will be adultery. Like if you take upon yourself a wife that divorced her husband and he's still alive, then yeah, that's adultery. That's adultery. If she committed to him in marriage through her understanding of what marriage is, and she divorced him and he's still alive and you marry her, that's adultery. If you have women that are virgins or women that didn't have the knowledge of what adultery really is, I mean, come on now. Come on, man.
In 800 feet, turn left onto North 84th.
Come on, man. That's like, let's say it's a person. Let's say it's a person that they don't know. Nobody ever taught them what a thing was. And they do that thing, and then somebody come teach them what the thing is, and they don't do it no more. What do you think? How you think that person gonna be judged? I mean, this stuff is common sense, man. But people be so stuck on their way. Do your thing, man. But when you're dealing with truth, you have to be a little more thorough than that. You can't say something is true because you want it to be. You got to say something is true because God said it is. You didn't create yourself. What did the Creator say? All cultures, like you go back to Sumerian, the Sumerians, any culture you go to, that dealt in terms of belief in a higher power or God or whatever you want to call it, you will see polygyny. And you won't see a person that had encounters with this God come back and say that it's a sin for men to have more than one wife. It's a sin for you to take another man's wife. But it's not a sin if you say, okay, I'm going to have 3 wives and you faithful to them 3. You don't go outside of them. That's not a sin. Now, if you want to have one, that's your choice. But you can't say it's a sin if somebody has 3. Because now you're going against what's been revealed. What's been revealed? What's been revealed is when King Saul died, the Most High himself gave him all of David's wives, or gave David all of his wives. Now, you explain that, Sherlocks. These people got a lot to say, but when you know what you're talking about, they get mad. So, all-seeing, all-knowing, sinless God gave his new king all of his old king's wives.
Take the next left onto West Congress Street.
Come on, man. Listen, man. Listen. I'm telling you, man. Your choices are not truth unless the Most High himself agrees with you. Now, let's say you have 5 preachers, right? Let's say you got 5 preachers and they all believe the same thing. But it's something that they're all leaving out. And then you got another preacher who believes what they believe, but understands that thing they left out. Who has the truth out of them? The one that has the whole understanding in the thing has the truth.
Right onto West Appleton Avenue.
It don't matter how you've been raised. None of that matters when you're dealing with truth. If what you've been taught is missing things. And when you're dealing with Christianity, man, let's just be honest, man. Some things are true, some things ain't. That's all these world religions, that's the case with all of them. It's things that's left out. So if you have a prophet who knows about the things that's left out and the things that you know about, if you say, let's say God taught him, if you say that he's a liar or he's a sinner, who you really calling a liar and a sinner? If God taught a man and you saying that he's a liar and a sinner, then what are you really saying about the Most High that taught him? That's common sense, man. If you've been taught by somebody that God didn't teach, or you've been taught by somebody that a few things, they caught a few things that God teach, and that somebody calls the person that got caught more of what the Most High teaches, you call them a liar, you calling God himself a liar. If God teaches a person and you call them a sinner or a liar, you saying that about them, about him. That's how that works, man. But people don't get it. They think, oh, I got more money than him. I got better car. I got a house. They think that gives them a right to judge a person by outward appearance. When the Bible tells you, all these books, the Quran, the Bible, you name the book, they tell you not to judge by outward appearance, but judge a righteous judgment. They just say it in different ways. But anyway, that's all I had on that. I'm going to come back with another Isaiah 4:1 later. I just wanted to talk about that because people My job as a prophet is to make sure you understand these kind of things. If you don't understand these kind of things, that's where I come in. So thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos, and I'll see you then.